Hello and welcome back to Talk of the Town. Did you know that online school was an option for K through 12? I didn't. We're going to learn a little bit about that today. Fascinating topic. This is Nick Sutherland with Wisconsin Virtual Academy, the head of school. Thanks for being with us today.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
What an interesting topic. Let's talk a little bit about online public school options in Wisconsin.
Sure. So in Wisconsin, you have what's called an online public charter school. They're authorized by a district. In our instance, we're authorized by the McFarland School District. So students can enroll either full-time or part-time into what we call the Wisconsin Virtual Academy, grades K through 12. We also offer the Destinations Career Academy, which is a career and technical education school, and grades 9 through 12 that offers skilled pathways that yield industry certifications. Both schools will yield a McFarland High School diploma because they're a public charter school.
So incredible to know that that is available. How does online learning work for somebody of grade school age through senior year?
Well, the nice thing about it is the flexibility in access, right? So anywhere a student has access to a computer and internet, they can access their educational resources. Primary instruction takes place with live instruction with Wisconsin State certified teachers in our virtual classroom. So they have chat, polling, quizzing, PowerPoint integration, all these different tools that they use to provide instruction live to students.
Interesting. So the lessons and the learning take place really quite similar to how it would in a classroom setting.
Yeah,
in some ways.
Yeah, that's correct. So we expect that the primary delivery of instruction and new concepts and checking for understanding, that's the role of the certified teacher. Wow. Students then extend that learning through engagement with a rigorous online curriculum.
This is really interesting. Okay, so if you're watching at home, maybe thinking this might be for you, I'm curious to know why somebody might choose to do an online education and versus the traditional method.
Yeah, so students come to us for a variety of reasons. It's always because they need something different, right? That's going to work for them individually. We have students who are high-level athletes and have a crazy schedule that doesn't allow them to show up to brick and mortar.
Sure.
Students who are medically fragile, and it's difficult for them to get from home or medical facility to school on a daily basis. Students who've been bullied, students who, for social emotional reasons, feel safer in their home environment than they do in the school setting. We also have high populations of students in poverty and students with special needs.
Wow,
So,
incredible.
all sorts.
What a variety of reasons that someone might choose to do this. What are the biggest possibly misconceptions about online schools, and what do you do to sort of dispel those issues?
I think the biggest misconception is that it's easy, and it's not. It's online public school, and we're held to all the same requirements that any other public school in the state of Wisconsin is held to. We utilize a very rigorous curriculum, and it is rigorous so that it meets the academic standards both at the state level and nationally. And then also in regards to quality of instruction, they may have a misconception that they're going to do the majority of their learning in the online curriculum, but the bulk of their learning takes place in that live instruction component with the teacher. And then, assessment, reteaching as needed. The curriculum is a supplement to the student's learning.
Wow, really incredible. It's nice to know that you're really held to the same standards and testing as everybody is, so you're really getting an equal education, just in a completely different way. How interesting is that? Let's talk a little bit about preparing your students for the future. An important component of any learning, it's graduation season. What do you do?
Yeah, so this graduation season, I think we're looking at better academic growth and graduation rates, passing rates than we've ever seen in the past. So, and that comes through planning. We have a strategic plan for the school that we follow. We have growth measures and goals that we set for ourselves as the leadership team that we involve our teachers in as well. The big thing is finding ways to adapt the learning environment to meet the individual needs of the student. And so at the Wisconsin Virtual Academy, you have more of a traditional virtual academy experience with advanced placement, honors courses, more remedial type options for students who need it. And then at the Destinations Career Academy, you have those industry pathways like health science, IT, business, heavy machinery operation, things that lead directly to workplace skills that are going to allow students to get jobs right after high school, walk into industry with certifications.
So you're doing quite a bit to prepare students for the future, and what a platform to do it. We have to head to break, but I'm interested to know before we do that, what's the difference between homeschool and online school? If you're watching thinking, well, I homeschool my kid, how is that different?
Sure. So we're not homeschool, we're schooling from home. So there is that, in a homeschool, it is all on the parent to be responsible for the student's education, right? In our setting, we call the parent the learning coach, and we have a very close relationship between the instructor and the learning coach, and it does take both of those people working hard on behalf of the student to help them to engage and succeed in the online setting.
It's very different. Wow. Very interesting information. Wisconsin Virtual Academy and Destinations Career Academy of Wisconsin is a mouthful,
Yeah.
but it's an important thing that you're doing. This is Nick Sutherland, head of school. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town after the break.